Are you going to kill him?
Ushio-maru.
Are you going to kill the bad priest who came from the capital? I'll go with you.
Ushio! This is not a child's game.
I know, old man.
Don't call me old man.
Yes, master. Is that where the priest is?
Shh! This is where the officials are holding him. Be quiet. A surprise attack is cowardly. A warrior first announces his name.
Oh, come on.
Who is it in this late hour?
I'm Indo Tamemori. I am a warrior who served with Emperor Juntoku in Kyoto. After the war with the Kamakura feudal government, I accompanied him to this place of exile. After his death, I shaved my head and renamed myself as Abutsubo. I am now looking after his grave by reciting the name of Amida Buddha. How dare you say that reciting the name of Amida Buddha is an act that will put one in hell? For the sake of Juntoku's soul, I'm going to kill you!
And I'll help the old man!
Don't call me that!
I'm the master's assistant, Ushio-maru. My parents have gone to the Pure Land where the Amida Buddha lives. I'll kill anyone who claims they have gone to hell!
Master Abutsubo. Ushio-maru. Let me explain to you exactly what I believe. After that, if you're still so inclined, you can kill me. What do you say to that?
That sounds reasonable.
You're too kind!
I want to hear his story.
I was born in the district of Awa. As a child, I had doubts about Buddhism. Although there was only one person, Shakyamuni Buddha, his teachings were divided into various sects. I found that to be very strange.
I see.
Since I wanted to determine the true teaching, I asked for my parents' assistance, and at age 12, I entered a nearby monastery known as Kiyosumi. There, I began my studies. Since there was only a handful of material, I ventured to the capital of Kamakura to further my studies. And in addition, I climbed Mount Hiei and became a student at the En-Ryakuji Temple. I also visited various temples in Kyoto, Nara, and Osaka in search of a true faith. As a result, I discovered the Lotus Sutra.
The Lotus Sutra?
During his lifetime, Shakyamuni Buddha preached many sermons, but his final teaching was the Lotus Sutra. In it, he expounded on his personal secrets. In 8 chapters, Shakyamuni Buddha revealed his secrets.
All of you, listen to my secret. A great majority of the people believed that I chose priesthood from the royal family of the Shaka clan and became the Buddha after attaining enlightenment. However, this is not so.
Most people believed that he was a member of the royal family of India who gained enlightenment 40 years ago and became a Buddha. But he claimed it wasn't so.
It has been time immeasurable, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, millions of years ago that I, in fact, attained enlightenment.
He is proclaiming that he became a Buddha countless number of years ago. With the attainment of enlightenment, and after immeasurable years of existences and always in this world, he was an expounder of various teachings for the salvation of the people. He also revealed this secret. The Buddha, who attained enlightenment countless years ago, created numerous self-Buddha, and he dispatched them to various parts of the world for the purpose of saving and emancipating living beings. You, who believe in and recite the name of Amida Buddha, are just one of the many self-Buddha of the Buddha.
Then the original Buddha is the greatest. And to say that the Amida Buddha is the only great one was a lie.
No, I was so informed. I wasn't aware of this. It's the first time I have heard this explanation.
But sir, if Shakyamuni Buddha is the true Buddha, isn't his life eternal? So why did he pass away?
You hit upon a great point. If he remained in this world and never entered extinction, people would take him for granted and forget about being grateful. On the contrary, their interdependence would become greater. By going into extinction, the people would be more aware of his greatness and would appreciate his invaluable teachings.
So he took into account our weaknesses.
That is correct. The Buddha was aware that there were various types of people with different capabilities. Therefore, he felt that by speaking directly, some of them would not be able to understand it. So he used a variety of similes, parables, and phrases to preach his different doctrines in a simple manner for easy comprehension. This is known as the expedient means of teaching.
Expedient teaching?
It is a roundabout way to describe the true law to focus on a point. The Buddha expounded on the supreme teachings of the Lotus Sutra. However, at first, the people did not have the ability to absorb its meanings. Therefore, the Buddha utilized the expedient means to simply describe his teachings. The Amida Pure Land teaching that you believe is one of the expedient teachings.
Now I understand.
Pull yourself together, Master.
The Buddha was the only person who could save the people from suffering. The Buddha used expedient means to expound his teachings. But his final teaching was the Lotus Sutra. There are so many different sects because the people recite different sutras with one's own way of thinking.
That is so.
The Lotus Sutra says that a person who casts off its teaching will lose the seed to go to heaven and will go to hell instead. Doesn't the Pure Land sect maintain that sutras and Buddha of other sects should not be relied upon and to believe in only the Amida Buddha and its Pure Land Sutra? That is why I say that if you lose the faith of the Lotus Sutra, you will descend into hell.
Now I understand. I feel ashamed of myself that I tried to kill you out of my ignorance. Please, forgive me.
Well, a master knows when he's wrong and admits it. Oh!
I will discard the expedient teachings and have faith in the Lotus Sutra. Please hear my plea. Kindly make me your follower.
Yes. All right.
But, Master,
What?
isn't the priest a bad person?
The story about the Buddha.
I know, but didn't the feudal government exile him?
There must have been a reason. After meeting him, I know he is a good person.
There you go again, Master.
Where are you going, Ushio?
Go on home!
Ushio!
Namamyoho Renge Kyo. 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 What? Ushio.
Cold. I'm hungry.
I'm sorry, but I have no food to offer you. Food is delivered only periodically.
What? It's a wonder why you didn't die without any food in this freezing cold.
Of course it was painful, but I had made up my mind to live by enduring it.
I understand your strength. I give up. But why are you so strong?
I'll tell you. It is because I have the true faith.
Is that so? Although you have been exiled?
Ushiomaru, why did you come back here last night?
That's because...
Never mind. It is only natural of you to be suspicious of me. After many years since the death of Shakyamuni Buddha, we have entered the period of Mappo. It is a world where many people are not aware of his teachings. Looking at the sun rising from the sea, it seemed as if it was the Buddha. I will report and pledge to the Buddha that I will rely on the teachings of the Lotus Sutra and transmit it to the people during my lifetime. Hommon Happon Shoken Jogyo Shoden Honin Geishu no Namu-myoho Renge Kyo Namu-myoho Renge Kyo Namu-myoho Renge Kyo. From this day, I am proclaiming myself as Nichiren. I gave my first sermon at the Kiyosumi Temple, in front of the head priest of the Kiyosumi Temple, other head priests, and warriors. I proclaimed that the only true sutra is the Lotus Sutra, that others are full of mistakes.
Are you saying that the Amida teaching is wrong? Don't let him leave the mountain alive!
Preaching in the streets to passers-by in Kamakura was the same. However, I was prepared for it. It is elucidated in the Lotus Sutra that a person who attempts to spread its teachings will encounter numerous perils. During that period, there were several natural disasters that continued for several years. The people were subjected to pain and suffering. They became sick and many died. It seemed as though the world was going in the opposite direction from Buddha's teachings. In order to return it to its original true course, I wrote a thesis called The Establishment of Righteousness and Security of the Country, and presented it to the Kamakura feudal government. The Buddha's desire was for the people to have equality in this world. People's salvation and security can only be accomplished by following the true teachings of the Lotus Sutra. That is, the government, which was in position to guide the people, the priests and the temples, should have taken the initiative to have the people comply by the true teachings of the Buddha and to discard the mistaken teachings. I informed the government in detail as to how it can be accomplished in my thesis and to promptly enforce it. The priests of the Pure Land sect associated with the government rejected it, and they began to take oppressive actions against me. They stirred up the ignorant people to resort to violence against me with untrue stories, and as penalty, they planned to exile me to Izu in Shizuoka Prefecture.
I beg you to allow me to accompany him. Please, I beg you.
The persecution entailed me to have a stronger sense of duty to save the people. Even after being pardoned from Izu, I continued to press the authority, the priests and the temples to teach the true teachings. Then, this past September, I had been exiled to Sado Island, but instead, I was sent to a mansion in the district of Sagami, Kanagawa Prefecture.
Master!
I was aware that I was being sent to Tatsunokuchi to be beheaded by Tairano Yoritsuna, who despised me.
or 3 years ago, an epidemic killed many people and they were piled up over there. At that time, my mother, father, brother, and sister also died, but I removed their bodies from the pile and buried them here.
Is that so? And this is the grave of your parents' brother and sister.
Did my mother and father really go to hell?
It's a pity, but in a manner of speaking, yes. But Ushio, there is a way to save them.
What? Tell me what to do! I'll do anything! Please, tell me!
Pray in this manner. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho
Praying like that
Renge
will
Kyo.
save you from hell?
Precisely. Let us pray together. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. Namu
You can't pray with
Renge
a
Kyo,
criminal!
Namu
It's all right, I'm just a
Renge
kid.
Kyo,
Let it
Namu
go.
Myoho
yeah,
Renge
but-
Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho. I'm delighted you came.
Master, this is my wife.
Please, Master, let me also hear your valuable teachings.
Yes, certainly. Please, come in.
I understand that you took care of Ushiomaru.
Seeing him leading an admirable life after his parents' and siblings' death gave me encouragement.
I have prepared some rice. It is still warm. Here, please have some.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
If you don't mind, this is a robe of mine, but it is clean.
It is a gift from Buddha.
Stop it!
Thank you, sir.
I'm no sir. I'm Ushiomaru.
Mr. Ushiomaru, thank you very much.
What is your name?
Kocho.
Just call me Ushio. From now on, if anyone bullies you, I will defend you.
Okay, Ushio.
The old man will come tonight, but I thought sooner the better.
It came as soon as I requested it. Please tell them I was very delighted. The Lotus Sutra came from India to Japan via China. The Great Master Tendai had spread the teaching in China. Great Master Dengyo brought it to Japan from China, and he built the Enryakuji Temple on Mount Hiei, where he established the Tendai Shu sect. Although Great Masters Tendai and Dengyo both encountered hardships, they, unlike me, did not experience persecution. The persecution that I experienced was an instruction from the Buddha to spread the Lotus Sutra to the people of the Mappo period. When I was drowning at sea, a fisherman happened to pass by. When I was to be beheaded at Tatsunokuchi, a very strange bright light comforted me. When I was about to freeze to death from hunger and cold on Sado Island, a Butsubo appeared. It is elucidated in the Lotus Sutra that a person who engages in spreading its teachings will encounter persecution, but they will also be protected as a Buddhist ascetic. I will strive to become the pillar of Japan, the focal point of Japan, the arc of Japan.
Ushio!
But the master is.
Endure it, Ushio. Just endure it. For the time being, stay here. Little by little, we will restore it.
Yes, never give in to difficulties. Be diligent.
You're too soft. If attacked, fight back.
Ushio, people should live powerfully. But in order to live, one should also be able to forgive.
Forgive those terrible people?
When spreading Buddha's teachings, one will encounter perils. The more you restrain yourself, the stronger your unification will become with Buddha. And someday, you can become a Buddha. Your relationship will become deeper with a person who inflicted cruel treatment rather than those who did not. A person who does the persecuting will also have the opportunity to become a Buddha someday. In this manner, the Buddha's intention is to have every being become a Buddha and make this world the Pure Land.
Have you forgiven them?
I am grateful to all those who were responsible for my exile to the island, and to all those who tormented me. Adversity has made me stronger, and I am grateful.
What do you think, old man?
I am making an effort.
It's only me who is no good. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. That's wrong. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo.
Namu Myoho Renge Kyo.
Good, good. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, Namu Myoho Renge.
Oh, Vice Minister Homma. If you had any business, I could have called on you.
Oh, no. I came here because I have a request.
Oh? What is it?
While you were in my custody, I came to the conclusion that you were not an ordinary person. I came to believe in what you taught, and I have come to ask you to accept me as a follower.
Very good. That is most admirable.
I was rude to my superiors in Kamakura because they were earnest followers of the Pure Land sect. And even though I was cruel to you, you were patient. From now on, you have my respect.
Master Nichiren, you have a visitor from Kamakura.
Why, it's Mr. Shijo Kingo.
You look fine. I'm relieved.
Tell me, are Priest Nichiro and the 5 disciples still confined in a cell?
Yes, but they are all standing firm.
I have heard others have been purged.
Yes, since my master is of the Hojo clan, I was not affected. But others have been purged from Kamakura. There is only about 1 person in 100, or even 1,000, who continues to practice the Lotus Sutra religion.
Even the Buddha encountered many perils. A person who undergoes hardship must carry on the Lotus Sutra. One must be very determined. Having gone to Sado Island, I have reaffirmed myself about the religion. I will make a fresh start to spread it, and have written this manuscript. Please read it with everyone.
I will take care of it.
Ushio, is it true that by chanting Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, your parents can be rescued from hell?
The priest says so.
It seems like you don't believe him.
I don't really know.
Why don't you ask him?
To think it might be an incantation scares me.
Let's go ask together.
Ushio, you did not enter this world on your own accord. You were born because of your father and your mother.
Yes.
Your father and mother had their parents, and they had their father and mother. They are all connected. What's more, you have me. Nichiren is connected to all civilization. Not only that, you are connected to Mother Earth, to the sky, to the plateaus and mountains, to all vegetation, and to various animals. You are here because everything in this world is connected to the past, present, and future periods. Do you understand what I'm saying, Ushio?
Yes.
It is the same for you, Kocho.
I understand.
Good. You're both very bright. You two are connected because you are being granted energy from various things. You are able to live as you are. But do not be greedy. Be satisfied with the things you have, even if things don't go your way or a person doesn't do what you expect of him. Greed creates anger. Do not use force. You must be grateful for what you have been provided.
Yes.
In addition, it is not right to just receive things. You should also give. People are all connected to one another. People possess some sort of power to make every existence happy in this world. For example, Kocho has the ability to bear a child, so do just that. Ushiomaru, you know how to chant the Odaimoku, so chant it for the benefit of your parents. You are tied to them. You see, by chanting Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, its power will lessen one's sins, which caused him to fall into hell. Eventually, their sins will be eradicated.
Salvation through the power of Odaimaku.
What power is that?
That is,
I'll tell you. It is the power of the Buddha. In other words, children, the energy of the Buddha is embodied in this phrase. Myoho Renge Kyo, just like that. You see? In his final teaching of the Lotus Sutra, Buddha indicated that some of his followers were to spread his teachings after his death. Many responded to his call. For a while, shortly after Shakyamuni Buddha's death, it was permissible for anyone to spread the teachings of the Lotus Sutra. This was because many still remembered him. However, after immeasurable lapse of time, the people of the Mappo period were no longer familiar with the Buddha or the teachings of the Lotus Sutra. Consequently, it became necessary to have an expert.
All of you, stop! I have already decided on who it shall be.
Countless years ago, there were those who were trained in Buddha's teachings. Their representative was Jogyo Bodhisattva. Jogyo means impeccable conduct.
We have come at your request. We have come to explain the teachings of the Lotus Sutra and to spread them in the Mappo period. after Shakyamuni Buddha's death.
Hear me well, Jogyo Bodhisattva. All of my teachings, all of my energy, all of my secrets, all of my deeds are all elucidated in the Lotus Sutra. Therefore, I will entrust it to you. I say to all of you, possess this sutra with all your heart and spread it around the world.
Yes, we will do as instructed. Please, rest your soul.
So that's it. The style of Myoho Renge may differ, but it is Buddha himself, isn't it?
Yes, that is correct, Kocho. What's the matter, Ushio? Ushio!
I didn't realize that you have given to me a really precious thing.
That's right. It is a treasure I found by exerting my whole life to save the people and the world.
You know, I received the Odaimoku from Ushio. Ushio received from you, Master Nichiren. So who did you receive it from? Was it from Jogyo Bodhisattva?
No, that's not so.
But now is the era of Mappo. Then shouldn't Jogyo Bodhisattva be here to spread the Lotus Sutra? I wonder where he is.
When I went to Sado Island, there was no one who abided by the teachings of the Buddha except myself. Now we have increased in number, as we can see here today. There are followers whom I personally converted, and many of them went on to convert others. All of them, by chanting the Odaimoku, will be able to achieve good fortune. By serving others, one can also achieve happiness. Chanting the Odaimoku is serving the Buddha. Chant the Odaimoku alone, or suggest others around you to join in.
Look the other way and let us pass.
We'll go after killing Nichiren!
Stop it! Open your eyes and face reality. The reason for the increase of followers to the Lotus Sutra sect stems from the Buddha's truthful teachings. You cannot stop its flow by killing me or by restraining others.
Ushio!
Ushio-maru!
To injure or to kill someone just because you don't agree with them is inhuman. Leave and cool your head. Rather than injuring people, think about saving them.
Doesn't look good.
Namu-myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Namu-myoho Renge Kyo.
This child has already journeyed to the place of the Buddha. That will be enough.
Thank you very much.
Namu-myoho Renge Kyo, Namu-myoho Renge Kyo, Namu-myoho Renge
Kyo. Hear me well. The Lotus Sutra has been entrusted to you. Therefore, you may now all return to where you came from.
Oh, you're safe.
I have not a scratch, thanks to you.
That's good.
Priest Nichiren!
Nichiro. Lord Honma.
Nichiren Shonin, I have received a message from the feudal government. This is Hojo's proclamation. Regarding your banishment to Sado Island, the sentence has been repealed. You have been officially pardoned.
Master!
You have been pardoned also. You have preserved Nichiro. Ushio, does your injury hurt?
It hurts a little when it's cold, but when spring comes, it'll be okay.
Oh, that's good. As for me, I will restart from here to spread the Lotus Sutra as long as I live. I will dedicate myself to chanting and will continue to chant the Odaimoku. I intend to die chanting. Ushio Maru, Kocho, both of you should do the same.
Yes.
Master Nichiren, please be in good health forever and ever.
You too, Kocho.
Master,
What is it?
I think I know, Master, who you really are.
Jogyo Bodhisattva is described in the Lotus Sutra as one who eradicates evil practices, reduces darkness by the rays of the sun and moon, and stays aloof from the world. He is like the water in the lotus pond. With the establishment of the Lotus Sutra sect, the name of Nichiren-shonin was taken from the Chinese kanji characters meaning the sun and the lotus flower.